charges her up. This woman has been so busy running up and down the state, and to see turnouts like this, just I think, just empowers her even more. And it being Black History Month, I want to talk. One of my favorite quotes is a quote from Dr. King, where he says that we are all tied together in the garment of mutual destiny. We're all tied together in this garment of mutual destiny. And I think that statement represents the reason why we're here and a lot of the political change we've seen over the past year and a half. Just to sort of ground it a little bit, and the idea of what we're doing, the idea of getting the right people in the right position, the idea of cultivating talent and putting people in position that can actually make a difference. When I went to law school, I was a young guy coming out of Brown University, didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with my life, and I'd won this Sloan Fellowship that would pay for grad school in public policy. So I decided to do a joint degree at Harper Law School and the Kennedy School of Government. So I was there. It was like my second day of class, and I was playing basketball. And the funny thing about Harvard Law School is that the library is full, but the gym is empty. So I was there by myself, playing ball. And there's certain things you do in your life that are more enjoyable with somebody else. And she has a dirty mind. I can see what you were thinking. It's not that. I was talking about basketball, actually. It's okay. It's okay. I was playing basketball by myself. I didn't walk this tall, skinny guy with his socks pulled up a little too high. His shorts were a little too small, and he was kind of, bringing through the Dr. J, kind of thing in a Michael Jordan era. And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, brother, you want to play some ball?" He said, "Why else would I be at the gym?" He was kind of smart like that. I was like, "Wow." I said, "Well, what's up? What's your name?" He says, "My name's Barack." I said, "Hey, Barack, how you doing?" I said, "Let's play." So over the next 3 years, we played basketball. And we talked about our goals and what we want to see out of life. And I looked up to him, and not just because he's taller than me. I looked up to him because this was a guy that had been out in what I saw as the real world. He'd been doing community organizing in Chicago for six and a half years and decided to come back to school because he felt that he needed an educational foundation to achieve the goals that he actually wanted to achieve. And I was just a guy coming straight out of college just trying to figure it out. What am I going to do? So let me just go to school while I try to figure that out. But he had a sense of purpose, a sense of gravitas. And that same sense of purpose and gravitas and intelligence is what I felt when I met Kamala. And when we talk about supporting people that we think are brilliant, that we think are talented, that we think can actually create change, the reason why I supported then Senator Obama, and I'm talking about State Senator Obama, is because he was committed, he was smart, and he wanted to make a difference. And the whole idea of rising up within the political ranks takes time, and it also takes commitment by a whole lot of people to make sure that that person takes the steps that they deserve to take. Now, you can look at her record in San Francisco, and you talk about seeing recidivism rates just drop. She'll do the same thing for the state of California, but we have to get her there. And when we talk about what it's going to take to get Kamala Harris to be the first African-American elected statewide official in California, we're talking about we're really talking about getting over some hurdles. First, we have the sexism hurdle, and then we have the race hurdle, and then we have just the straight money hurdle. And we're going to have to deal with all of those issues head on, because they're going to come after her. I don't know if you've read her book or if you've been able to see it, Smart on Crime. But the things that she's doing vis-a-vis crime is so progressive that folks are going to come after her in ways that I don't think we've seen people come after candidates that are running for AG. So we have to figure out ways to insulate her. And the best way we can do that is, one, write checks. And that's real. Because we got to get her on television. We got to let her message get out in statewide ads across the state. And that's expensive. She can show up at events and really touch and reach. And when she speaks, and those of you that don't know or are not familiar with her, you'll get the message. But we're going to have to actually empower and embolden her campaign in a way that's going to allow her to reach millions and millions of people across the state, not just people at individual events. So part of being here, I'm hoping, is that you'll make an added commitment to take it to the next level. That means either hosting something yourself, maybe it's even hosting something where she doesn't even show up. Maybe she sends a DVD message, she does all these, she can't be everywhere. Or it's something she does show up at. But hosting something else, writing a bigger check, making a bigger commitment, because that's what we're asking for. And I don't want to put too much on her, but I'm gonna close with this. You know, Bobby Kennedy said that the future does not belong to those who are fearful of bold projects and new ideas, but rather the future belongs to those who can blend passion, reason, and courage into a new commitment to the great ideals and enterprises of American society. Kamala Harris blends passion, reason, and courage into what she does in taking on her job, and she's going to tell you about that now. And let me promise you this. This is just, I'm really good at predicting future winners. And when we make her AG, she's going to do an incredible job for the state of California. She's going to be the most progressive and effective Attorney General this state's ever had. In fact, she's going to be the most progressive and effective Attorney General in the country. California has always been a leader, a progressive leader, and we need to return ourselves to that place in terms of our leadership in Sacramento. She represents that. But it won't stop there, because once she has that state office, she will go on to be governor of this state, and she will be president of the United States. And that's just my